In the news, U.S. court orders arrest of Abba Kyari for role played in Hushpuppi's $1 million fraud. Eritrean refugees call for relocation from refugee camps in Ethiopia, cite insecurity. Qatar's emir approves electoral law for first legislative ballot. And CBN directs commercial banks to set up teller points for forex sales. Details coming up shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinomo, and you're watching TOS News 360. United States authorities have revealed that Nigerian fraudster Ramon Olorunwa Abbas, angelized as Raymond and popularly known as Hushpuppi, used the proceeds of fraud to obtain second citizenship. According to DOG, Hushpuppi used proceeds from the fraud to acquire citizenship in St. Christopher and Nevis, an island nation also known as St. Kitts and Nevis. In the indictment document, Hushpuppi used approximately $230,000 of the stolen funds to purchase a Richard Mille RM1103 watch, which was hand-delivered to him in Dubai and subsequently appeared in his social media posts. Meanwhile, the United States court has issued a warrant of arrest for a deputy commissioner of police in Nigeria, Abba Kyari, for his involvement in Hushpuppi's $1 million cyber and email fraud. Officials say in court filings that Hushpuppi disclosed during interrogation that he paid bribes to Kyari to have one of his rivals arrested and jailed in Nigeria following a dispute over a $1.1 million dupe of a Qatari business person, an allegation they later described as untrue and an attempt to tarnish his image. Hushpuppi, in a plea agreement document he personally signed, pleads guilty to the charges including money laundering, wire fraud, felony, amongst others. He risks 20 years imprisonment and other penalties when convicted. The Nigerian Communications Commission says all is now set for rollout of 5G services across the country. Dambata says that Nigeria cannot afford to be left behind by some other countries that have rolled out the services in line with the dynamics in the sector and demand for emerging technologies across the globe. The Executive Vice Chairman of NCC, Professor Umar Dambata, says the Commission had crossed all the T's and dotted the I's and is waiting for green light from the federal government to roll out the services soon. To development in South Africa, hundreds of Eritrean refugees protesting in the Ethiopian capital on Thursday are calling on the United Nations Refugee Agency to relocate friends and family trapped in 2 refugee camps, citing insecurity or fighting in the Tigray region. The UNHCR says 2 refugees have been killed this month from clashes between armed groups, and it says it lost access to the camps on July 14th. According to the UNHCR on Tuesday, about 100 refugees have been moved from the 2 sites which have existed for years and housed Eritreans who fled repression in their home country, now caught up in violence that now threatens to escalate. Sudanese-style mosques in northern Côte d'Ivoire have become the first African property to be inscribed on the prestigious UNESCO World Heritage List during this year's 44th session of the World Heritage Committee. Many state parties of the committee held that Africa is underrepresented in the World Heritage List and supported the inscription of African properties. The serial property includes 8 small adobe mosques. They are distinctive Sudanese style, originated around the 14th century in the town of Djen in central Mali, according to UNESCO. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you're watching TOS News 360. Global business and sports stories when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. Qatar's emir has approved an electoral law for the Gulf Arab states' first legislative polls due to be held in October, which will see Qataris elect 2/3 of the Advisory Shura Council, his office says. The vote will be for 30 members of the 45-seat Shura Council, while Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani will continue to appoint the remaining 15 members, which according to one of the new laws will have legislative authority and approve general state policies and the budget. It will also exercise control over the executive except for bodies defining defense, security, economic and investment policy. Like other Gulf state, Qatar, which already has municipal elections, has banned all political parties. In business, Kenya, Nigeria and South Africa recorded a significant increase in cyber attacks in the banking and financial sector in second quarter of 2021 compared to first quarter of 2021, according to research. Cyber attacks in Kenya recorded a significant increase at 59%, with South Africa at 24% and Nigeria pegged at a 32% upsurge. Kaspaxi research shows that the top malware families used were crypto miner malware, financial banking trojans and ransomware. The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed deposit money banks to set up teller points for the sale of foreign exchange to Nigerians, thereby meeting the demands of legitimate foreign exchange. This was contained in a letter to the DMB's by Director, Bank Supervision Department of the CBN, Haruna Mustafa, on Thursday in Abuja. The directive followed the CBN's decision to stop sale of forex to Nigerians through the Bureau de Change. Mustafa advised DMBs to ensure that no customer was refused FX, provided that documentation and all other requirements are satisfied. And to Sports, Athletics Federation of Nigeria President Tonobok Okowa has announced the appointment of Professor Ken Anugweje as the Federation's head of its Medical and Anti-Doping Commission. Okowa made the announcement on Thursday, July 29th in Tokyo after the Federation took responsibility following the disqualification of the 10 out of 22 athletes registered for the track and field event of the ongoing games of the 2020 Olympiad in Tokyo, Japan, were dissatisfied. Meanwhile, Nigerian Olympic and World Championship athlete Blessing Okabare has blamed officials of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria for the athletes' disqualification. Okowa also assured that the 12 athletes cleared for the games are in high spirit and will strive to rewrite the unwanted records recorded at the last two Olympics when the team failed to win any medals. The draw for next year's rescheduled Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon will be held on 17th August. The Confederation of African Football has sent out letters to football associations inviting them for the draw that had been due to be held on 25th of June. Both the finals and the draw were postponed due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. The tournament is scheduled to be held from 9th of January to 6th February next year, with 24 nations set to take part. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Many thanks for watching.